Hi, I'm Don, and today we're going to do some armor trimming with this RG Sazabi. My first RG was a commission work. I had to ship it to the UK. It was a guy from the UK. I enjoyed that build. It was only an out-of-the-box paint job. I painted it with Vallejo Game Air. My second RG build was a gift from Kenny Lim, aka Toy Maker. You could check him out at Facebook. I created a diorama out of it. I have to clean it because it gathered so much dust, and I have to put a layer of water effects again and maybe add a bit more texture paints to make it livelier. I would also like to test the new weathering effects paints on this kit to give it a bit more depth and then add a bit more texture paints and color variations to the groundwork. After restoration of this kit, this diorama, this simple diorama, I'll put up a new video for this and we'll have a new gallery for it. Okay, so back to the Sazabi. The kit is really nice already. It has so many details. There are a few exposed armor parts, but I would like to give it a bit more. So I decided to do this armor trimming before painting so that it will be a bit more unique than others. You just need an art knife and a mechanical pencil for this. My daughter snap fitted this kit, so I'm not familiar with how to disassemble it. I don't like the armor parts, how it attaches to the shoulders, but it's okay. We are starting with this kit because it's white plastic, and white plastic is easier to armor trim. It's easier to modify and cut because it's a bit softer than colored plastics. I use my mechanical pencil to draw the designs on the plastic, directly on the plastic. I hope you could see this, but basically they're just wedgy designs, pyramid type designs, or typical mecha pattern. The most crucial part of the modification is the V cut, the first V cut. Once you've done number one, it's just a matter of slicing through the numbers until you come up with the complete armor cut. Be very careful with the first few cuts as those are the hardest. But once you've cut the first three, then it's going to be easier to slice through the plastic. I reposition the camera so that it should be more clear. So, and I'm doing it on the other side of the armor. So again, you draw it with the mechanical pencil. Once you're happy with your design, you start to trim off again the armor. Again, it's the most crucial part is the V cut, which is the first cut. Then once you've done that, it's a matter of slicing thin strips as you go through your design, as you complete your pattern, as you complete the armor cut. As you can see here, I'm doing the first triangle, the V cut, the first V cut. But as I've said, once you've done that, which is very tricky to do at first, but once you've done the first V cut on the sides of the pattern, it's going to be easier. It's just slicing through thin strips of plastic as you complete the armor cut. Once you're finished with the armor cut, the trim, you clean it up with the same art knife. You just scratch it sideways. And you also do the bevel. The bevel will make it look like it's part of the mold. It will make it look like it was originally there with the design of the kit. You could see here that I'm doing the bevel and also cleaning up my cut at the same time. I think that was a good practice. Practicing on white plastic is really good before you work on the colored plastics because colored plastics are a bit more hard. They're a bit more brittle than the white plastics. Now let's work on the RG Sazabi. The RG Sazabi, the red plastic, as I've said, is harder and more brittle than the white plastic. But so be very careful in doing this with colored plastics. The first V cut is the most crucial. Once you've done that, it's a matter of slicing thin plastics until you come up with the armor cut that you want, until you end up with the armor cut that you drew with your mechanical pencil. Once you are happy with the armor cut, you then clean it up by sliding your art knife through the design. You can then bevel the edges so that it will look like it's really part of the original design. As you can see here, I'm scraping off excess plastic and making sure that it looks like it's part of the mold. We're done, at least for part one. It will take me some time to finish the whole kit, but as you can see here, we did some armor trimming with leg armor parts, which made it look more evolved type or something. Then you have to do it on the other side and you have to do it on the other leg. So it takes a bit more time than this video. That's it. I hope you like this video. I will be uploading another one once I finish all the armor parts and some minor modifications. Then I will have a painting process video of this one as we paint this with mecha colors. Stay tuned. Thanks guys.